Day 14. We stayed here at Gila Hot Springs campground last night. It's $8 a person for camping, and there's a picnic table and a fire pit. We didn't use the fire pit. And 3 hot pools. We sat in one of them for a really long time last night. I felt great. But we were going to head for Jordan Hot Springs today and possibly camp there tonight. But Nightcrawler said that it's not as warm as these springs here, so I'm not attached to the idea of staying, just walking 10 miles to stay at a warm spring. At any rate, it is freezing this morning. It's not too bad, but there was frost on everything when he woke up. And so we're going to pack up and go back up to Doc Campbell's and finish charging everything up and top off our resupply, even though my food bag already is huge. And start continuing north on the Gila low route. So we have maybe like 25 more miles, I think, of 25 miles or so more of river to do, 150 more crossings. Hopefully my shoes will live through it. But if it gets super shitty or super just boring or exhausting or we're over it, there are a number of bailout points where we can move up to the high route instead. But I like the idea of doing the low route because I have so much food on me right now. I have about a week's worth of food. It's a long way to Pie Town. It's like 130 miles, I think 140, something like that. And I'd rather stay on the low route where I only have to carry 1 liter at a time, so I at least don't have as heavy of a pack. In the meantime, try and eat down as much of this food as possible and just walk into Pie Town starving so I can eat one of those green chili apple pies. I cannot wait. I'm definitely probably going to pack one of those out to go from Pie Town to Grants, because one of my favorite things about being back here in New Mexico is all the green chili everywhere. You can get a green chili cheeseburger at McDonald's in this state, for crying out loud. It is amazing. So that's one of the things I miss most about what I consider to be my home state. And the stay here has been really nice. I'd like to come back and explore around a little bit more. There are 2 other places to hit hot springs here, just off of this access road south of Doc Campbell's. And we'll check it out. So I wore my sports bra into the hot spring last night, which was a mistake because it's really thick. It doesn't dry fast. It sure didn't dry out overnight. It was frozen this morning. I was so dreading putting it on. But Nightcrawler went and dipped it into the hot water for me so I could like put it on and not scream in pain or shock or whatever. Oh my God, I'm so grateful. He is the best. I am so lucky. I fucking love that guy. We're headed back up to Doc Campbell's. There's an Apache memorial monument here at the top of the hill just south of Doc Campbell's, and then this sign, which might have been helpful at some point if the middle wasn't torn out. At any rate, back on to Doc Campbell's to finish charging up and head out. And we are off like a herd of turtles. It's about 1:45. We're finally getting up out of here. We had to charge up, get some food, charge up. Mainly, I was going to try and upload a video today, but it was going so slow. It's going to be a long gap between my day 8 and day 9 on YouTube, but it is what it is. We can't stay here for another couple of hours while I wait to upload. So, now it's a beautiful day. We got 3 miles of road walking. They're fantastic at Doc Campbell's. They actually have everything, pretty much everything you could possibly need to resupply to get from here to Pie Town at higher prices, of course, because they're proximate to nowhere. As you can see, 38 miles is just over city. Pinos Altos isn't really a town. So, 3 miles on the road, and then I guess back down to the river. Well, as road walks go, this one is pretty picturesque. Not bad at all. It is full sun. There's not a cloud in the sky, but luckily the temperature's not too hot. Even though it is past noon, there's a nice cool breeze. And then all of these beautiful sandstone formations. We're mainly on the Gila Heart Bar Wildlife Management Area. I was thinking it was going to be a ranch. That's cool. Huh. I imagine. It looks like they go in there and fish and hunt elk. Wildlife watching. It's really beautiful out here. Super nice and quiet. And just the surrounding mountains and cliffs are gorgeous. We should be getting to the Gila Visitor Center, which I think is sort of the touch point or the base for people coming in to see the cliff dwellings here in about a half hour. So just stop in and check it out. Awesome. We are walking into Gila Cliff Dwellings National Monument, and I imagine outside of the visitor center is where the wilderness starts on the Gila National Forest. Super exciting to go in and check it out, and hopefully be off the road and back on some trails soon. But I'm interested in talking to some of the rangers here about the cliff dwellings and what's going on. So we don't need to go see the cliff dwellings now. You can drive right up to them. I don't really believe in doing a bunch of bonus miles to go someplace where you can just drive. That seems dumb. And also, I'm basically from here, and my van's here, so whenever we're done with this, we can come back down and check this out at our leisure in a van with all of the supplies we may possibly want or desire that we don't have to carry on our backs. So that seems like a more optimal time to come and check it out. Oh, look, they have water. Lucky us. Oh, thank goodness. Of course, there is a giant river right here as well, but always nice to not have to filter. This is the West Fork of the Gila River before we get to the visitor center. Definitely a lot smaller, running a lot smaller, more chill than the Middle Fork, which is what we have been hiking up. Well, I was going to go in and talk to some of the staff here at the Gila Cliff Dwellings National Monument Visitor Center about just the cliff dwellings in general, and then also about the wilderness. We're at or around the Gila Wilderness boundary now, and the Aldo Leopold Wilderness is also nearby. And so I was interested in what take they may have on the plans that Holloman Air Force Base has to fly F-16 jets over this area. I think around 30 times a day they wanted to do that. I don't know if you've ever heard F-16s doing low flyovers, but if you're out in the middle of nowhere and it's dead quiet, I remember this on Walker Pass, I'll never forget, I think I almost hit the ground. It was just terrifying. If I hadn't been wearing a dress, I would have needed to change my pants. And so I was just interested in hearing what they might think about that and how it might affect the tourism here and the outdoor recreation industry and all the people that rely on, people kind of getting to come out here, enjoying the hot springs and the quiet and the peace, which would definitely change if 30 flights per day were being had in the Gila National Forest and the Gila Mountains and over these two wilderness areas. And apparently they also want to drop flares, which, it's a forest. There's a lot of cliff dwellings and sandstone and things like that, but there's definitely forest out there, and it's the desert, so that would definitely increase fire risk here. I was just interested in seeing, but apparently he's been spending the last 10 minutes trying to talk to a lady about a pair of Zuni fucking earrings, so I guess I won't be talking to him anytime soon. Maybe I'll catch up to them later. But I feel kind of bad. I went back into the visitor center because I finally got a chance to talk to, it was the park store manager, and I think I just totally ruined his day because he didn't seem to know very many of the details about this proposed plan to do, I think 30 or so flyovers from Holloman Air Force Base over the Gila Wilderness and the Aldo Leopold Wilderness on the Gila National Forest and the mountains here. And he seemed really distraught. And then we just left, and we were walking down here. We took a shortcut kind of to, stay off the road. And I just saw him. We ended up walking past all of the rangers and staff houses, and we saw him driving in. I'm like, oh my God. I made him so upset. He He just left and went home. Terrible. But you know, I mean, this is important news for somebody who is actually, you know, it's good information for someone who's actually working the park to know about or be aware of. So, you know, I may have just dropped a little bit too much knowledge on him or information on him too quick and maybe not too delicately. I don't know. I tried. Oh, well, we're back on the river here in a minute and continue our way up the Gila. It's a beautiful day. Fork of the Gila River, and it's amazing the change in this river. I mean, I'm assuming or I'm guessing that this is a small island here that's making it look smaller, but just in 4 miles of road walking, considering how it looked when we last crossed it, and this success is amazing. 150 times crossing this is hardly anything at all. And he's still gonna get wet, but damn, easy peasy. It's spectacular down here, and that is actually the entirety of the river now. Not much, nothing compared to what it was before we got out south of Doc Campbell's. It's amazing what, you know, a little bit over 4 trail miles of road walking will do to change the constitution of a river. Not to mention a little bit of time. You know, the last time he was here, it was freezing cold, and he said the entire time he was on this river, there was only one day he didn't get his balls wet, which apparently is very important if you're a dude. It's kind of like a cat. They like to stay out of water. So it's awesome to get to have this experience. Oh, somebody built a little pool there for graffiti. It's awesome. So glad to be out here.
I'm all tough and scary. You don't even have a rattle. You know humans aren't scary things without rattles, right?
That does not have a good looking head.
No, he looks pretty angry and venomous. I'm gonna move away.
Yeah, I almost just stepped on this snake. When he came out of nowhere, he actually started just like waggling in front of me. Like, oh my god. Nightcrawler walked right by him. It's alright, buddy. Don't be unhappy. Oof. I got all the time in the world. You do you. That is so weird. Look at you. I've never seen him like that. Like kind of high side on that. Like that. It is definitely snaky out here today. We're walking through some tall grass. It's a little nerve-wracking. But yeah. We just made it back to trail. I really do not care to get bitten by a snake. He doesn't have a rattle on him, but he definitely has the head of a pit viper. Woo, and he's hissing. He's angry. I'd say you need some nature therapy, but it doesn't get much more natural than this. Alright, bye-bye. Big ass snake. Place out of Karen. But there's a ton of bats in there. I just found a pair of flip-flops on the last river crossing, or 2 river crossings ago, which is awesome because I threw away my water shoes, and I hate not having camp shoes, and especially when you know your shoes are probably going to be wet at the end of the day. Cold, clammy shoes in the middle of the night when all I want to do is just go pee. So thanks, trail. Thanks for the flip-flops. How to pronounce it actually. Mullein popping up. Look at all of that beautiful natural toilet paper. The tall stalks are last year's. It's an annual. It's actually got a lot of medicinal properties I don't remember right now. But I do know that it makes a great toilet paper, kind of like the lamb's ears that you see all over the Sierra on the PCT. Can't get much more LNT than using natural flora to take care of your non-cat hole business. And for cat hole business, I'm definitely using wipes. should stop talking about shitting. There's all kinds of junctions here too. Maybe I should figure out where we're going. All right, well, lesson about L&T toilet paper over. Just dreaming. All of it. Still on the Gila alternate, the low route. It's just amazing down here. It's so beautiful. I've seen a couple of weekenders this Saturday. But it's just amazing. When we were at Doc Campbell's, most people were debating about whether to take the high or the low route. I guess the high route is shorter, and so they were talking about shaving off miles. Some people were just sick of doing the water crossings, which actually have not been that bad at all since we got back in. And definitely the water shoes were a horrible, terrible, shitty, no good idea. Oh, hello, snake grass. But I don't know, I can't imagine not doing this. It's just gorgeous down here. And other than, it's pretty super chill. Walking the train's a little shitty. It's sand, a lot of rocks, but not horrible. Certainly doable. But I don't know, I'm carrying also like, holy shit, maybe 7 days worth of food. I don't know, a lot. So I thought it might be 7 days to Pie Town. I don't think it's that far. But I'm carrying a ton of food, including over 2 pounds of gummy bears alone. So I'd rather be down here where there's water everywhere. I don't have to worry about that. I can carry a liter at a time while I'm carrying all this food on my back. For me, this is definitely the best choice. And it's just gorgeous. I mean, beautiful sandstone cliffs and rocks and caves and forest and water everywhere. Awesome. This route is just insane. Oh my God, I'm speechless. I'll definitely be back here to do some more exploring. We just passed a campsite that was phenomenal, but it's too early. And it's just dumb. Look at it. We're like a couple of fucking ridiculous paparazzi or tourists or some shit. Just like, hard to make miles when you can't stop whipping out the phone. But damn, it's worth it. My eyes are like drunk. Yesterday the miles felt like they were going so slow, and it was frustrating and aggravating sometimes. It was, fun and pretty and everything. I think a lot of it was because, oh my God, my feet were just in so much pain in those stupid shoes I was really hoping would work. But today, I don't think the miles are going any quicker. I mean, sure, we're still going just as slow as yesterday, if not more, because I keep stopping to look around. But oh my God, when you have this to look at, and you're surrounded by this, no rush to get to water, no hurry, no worries, got tons of food. It's just an entirely different experience. It's just been magical today. I'm so happy to be here. This trail is amazing. This canyon is just magical. Man, it's just so lucky to be out here. Guess we're getting close. Less than 2 miles to Jordan Springs. It's been super slow going again today. And we got a late start. But at least today, most of the things, other than, you know, like the rocky terrain and the stupid uphill sandy washes, most of the things that have been slowing us down have just been jaw-dropping, spectacular, ridiculous, like, I can't believe this actually exists on the Earth planet views, you know, and things to see. So, definitely does not suck. Life, pretty awesome. Definitely feel like I'm winning at it right now. Yeah. We make a pretty good team. I built the house and he built this baller fire. I'm gonna dry those shoes and socks tonight. Maybe have something hot to eat. So I got my found flip-flops. They seem pretty new and clean, so hopefully whoever had these before sure can't have feet that are any worse than mine. They're a little bit too small, but they'll do. I sent my own flip-flops to Pie Town, so these really just need to make me like another 110 miles. But oh my goodness, I don't know what happened. I have on the backs of my legs mainly, but just like, I am not this color normally. I'm brown, but I'm not this ashy usually either. But oh my goodness, it's like some kind of heat rash or wind burn or something. And I didn't think there was a rash, but then I looked up my leg and like, nope, there's definitely some kind of rash going on here. Have no idea what it is. It's on both of my legs and it hurts. Oh my gosh, it is just painful. And it seems like it's worse right when I get out of the water. My legs are dry. I mean, they're definitely dry. I need lotion, but I think I got more problems than just, you know, your garden variety dry skin. I have no idea what the problem is. This just started yesterday, but it's definitely worse today. Oof. Hopefully, maybe when we get out of the river section and I start wearing my leggings again and get some coverage. I haven't been bothering with them because what's the point of just having more wet clothes? So I've just gone bare leg through all of this river. Hopefully it'll clear back up. But in the meantime, look at this view. I mean, you're gonna have shit go wrong, but I mean, damn. This life still beats the shit out of anything I was doing before. I'll take some sore legs. I get to do this. And I didn't have to build that because I am terrible at fire. So luckily, I got an awesome partner. We make a good team. I picked this stuff up in the hiker box at Doc Campbell's. This little thing is supposed to have 420 calories in it. I like it. It's got a little packet of olive oil in it, which is nice. Ooh, and salt and pepper. Sweet. Let's see how it goes. Well, it definitely doesn't look delicious, but it tastes pretty good. I think I actually put in too much water. It says only a half a cup of water with the olive oil packet. But there was a lot of stuff in there, and I didn't think it was going to be enough. And also, I don't have a measuring cup anyway. I just have the Talenti jar, so it was just a guess. But if it's a issue of consistency, it's my own fault because I didn't measure. But the taste is actually pretty good. It came with salt, no pepper, unfortunately. But that's okay. If I was going to add anything to it, I'd probably add some kind of chili anyway. Bon appetit. Day 14 is in the books. We made about, we got past Doc Campbell's, about 12.5 miles just past Jordan Hot Springs. There were a bunch of people in the hot springs and in the camping area. So we just went past that one more crossing of the river. Just past that, there's a lot of people camped in this area, but whatever. We have a little bit of privacy and we have a fire. And it was slow going, but I don't care because it's beautiful here. And it's a really great day. I mean, just the scenery down here is Oh my God, it's just stunning. I've never seen anything like it. And I lived in New Mexico for almost 10 years, and I have never been down to this area before. It's a fantastic place, and I'm really excited to, continue going through here slowly, because it sounds like there's a lot of road walking after, so easy to make up miles later when it's not as tiring, because it is exhausting going across the river back and forth so many times, and every river crossing is a little bit different. But in having the feet constantly wet and dirty with a lot of stuff in the shoes. But yeah, I don't mind going slow. Well, we have a chocolate emergency over there. His chocolate melted. This is catastrophic, especially since it's a long way to more food. Oh, poor thing. But at any rate, it's been a great day. 2 weeks out now. Almost a week back on trail. Could not be happier. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.